Philip J. Pierce says his government is proud of their assistance of parents during the back-to-school spending season.
I'm very proud to have a country where we've just injected $2.5 million in education supplies for the people of Saint Lucia.
Opposition leader Alan Chastney thinks the government has nothing to be proud of.
They have caused significant damage to vulnerable households and have made no effort at all to help those persons through this very difficult time.
And opposition Senator Dominic Fede thinks the 2.5% health and security levy is a burden that compounds the suffering of poor people.
So imagine this. You are the owner of a shoe store in Castries, and you import shoes for a living. Then it would mean that every time you bring shoes into the country, that on footwear, says the health and security levy, that you would have to pay 2.5% at customs. Then to haul that container on the trucking fees, you would have to pay another 2.5%.
Brokerage, another 2.5%. Marketing, another 2.5%. Rent, 2.5%. Security guard, 2.5%. Computer maintenance, 2.5%.
These are just some of the many examples where the 2.5% is compounded. Now, in addition to the 2.5%, you would also have to pay VAT.
If this were true, the 2.5% health and security levy could end up raising prices by far more than 2.5%. But if the 2.5% health and security levy only raises prices by 2.5% once at the docks on certain goods, while excluding others, is it really an insufferable politically charged burden? The Prime Minister at a recent press conference seemed bemused at the opposition's accusations that he is responsible for exorbitant prices.
I hope there will be no war in Ukraine and Russia. I hope the Israelis will not attack Gaza. I hope the level of water in the Panama Canal would be lower. I hope the Suez Canal would traffic there would have been easier. I wish for these things. I really wish I could control the cost of imported goods. If I could do that, I'll reduce inflation to zero.
The two main parties disagree on how to tackle inflation and how much effect any government can have on prices when they have no control over costs. But there is one thing they do agree on, and it is something only Saint Lucians can control. Inflation is imported.
There was a time when I tried to recommend to people that they eat locally produced food, and I was ridiculed. There was a time when I recommended people that they should try to eat more of what we grow. I was further ridiculed. So all the inflation is 100% imported inflation.
It may sound like an admission of powerlessness to some, but in the post-COVID era where thousands of Saint Lucians learned new skills and started micro and small businesses, it is a statement that the power to decrease the demand for imports is actually in the hands of ordinary people, not big businesses, and not politicians. For Choice News Now, I'm Jason Seafley.